So I'm gonna do this in English because I think I can, but this is my baby girl review. I think it's fine. Like you have terrible, then you have like okay, then you have mid, then you have fine, and then you have like great, excellent, wicked. I think it's I think it's fine. Um I don't think it was what I was thinking it was. Like the hype was definitely giving 50 Shades of Grey, which is it a good thing? I don't think so. But I really thought it was going to be more like leaning to the seductive side of the spectrum. Like I thought it was more like erotic. But here's my problem. Oh, and I was saying on the first take of this that it's not Nicole Kidman best acting role, but she did a really great job. I have to give her that. And that I loved Antonio Banderas in here. And the guy, I don't remember his name, the Samuel guy, he's really hot. He's really handsome and attractive, and that's all I'm gonna say. Uh, I was going to say my problem. I think Baby Girl wants to be a lot of things and ended up being nothing. Like, it wanted to be erotic, it wanted to be sexy, it wanted to be seductive, and it also wanted to be like suspense. It gave me kind of thriller vibes, even though it's not cataloged or like it's not put into the thriller category. It's put in suspense. It was put in suspense. Um, but I don't know. In some scenes, I really thought a killer was going to show up, and throughout the whole movie, I was like thinking that Samuel was just this evil entity. I don't know. I thought he was like a psycho killer or just a psycho in general. And I don't know why. I don't know why was that why was that there. And then there was some background music sometimes that I was like, oh my god, something bad is going to happen, and then nothing bad happened. So I think that the movie itself kind of confused me. No, the movie itself was confusing. I'm practicing my English, guys. I'm so sorry. And yeah, that's my main problem with this. And the plot, at first, plot wise, at first I thought I was seeing like a sequel. I have a problem. I have a problem in general with movies that start in like a middle point, and I don't know where it's going. Why is it there? Why are we going where are we going? You know. In the movie itself, I was like, okay, okay. Like I felt like there was some. I have to read the script. I have to see what they cut off. But I thought we were missing something. Like I was missing something. Like everyone else was onto something already. But I don't know. But yeah, that's like a problem in general I have with movies. And the plot is fine. I think the plot overall the movie is fine. It's not like well, I'm going to talk about the plot first. I don't want to divagate a lot, but I think the plot is fine. Like it's interesting. Is it the best execution possible? I don't think so. I don't think it is. But I think it's really good. I'm trying to say this without spoilers. But I think it had like a really good structure. from what I can remember, because I saw this like last night, and then I sleep, and when I sleep I forget everything, like when I wake up. But yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember. Uh, well, I'm going to say spoilers. I'm so sorry, but there was some plot lines that I didn't quite understand. First of all, I didn't knew Samuel's like intentions. Well, I knew his intentions, but I don't like why was he there? Did he already knew Romy when he got to work in the company? Uh, did he recognize her in the street? Because when we are first introduced to Samuel, well, the second scene he's in, where he's like introduced as an intern, I was like, why are you, with what right? You don't have the right to be talking to your boss like that. And then I was like, oh, they already know each other? Do they? And maybe I lack skills. Maybe I lack comprehension skills. Maybe I am just dumb. But I don't know. That was one. And then throughout the whole like the like Samuel intention plotline, I I didn't get him. He kind of, and I don't know if this was the purpose, maybe it is, but he kind of made me uncomfortable. Or maybe I'm just a little girl raised in a Catholic school. I'm trying to elaborate my words. Like I I I don't know. Samuel made me really confused because I think that's, and I thought that was like part of the dynamic between them two, because sometimes he was like I there was some times where I didn't know if he was like being for real, or if it was like part of the dynamic in his head, and Romy and I weren't like aware of this. I wanted to go through the screen and ask him what the fuck. But then when they are talking about the this is how the dynamic word works, and the safe word and everything, I was like, oh, okay. So because at first I was like, oh, he's just a a guy who's trying to experiment new things, and he's like as amateur as Romy. But then when he got into this conversation of this is how this works, and you're going to do what I'm telling you to do, blah 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 blah, I I understood that he was already experimented in this realm. When I understood that when I understood that he was like aware and he had some experience in this, I was more confused when I realized that, because I cannot make up my mind around this. Because did he already knew about her? How did he knew what she wanted? And Romy, in a scene after the rape, she's like, because you sense things and you know things. And I'm like, how? How did he knew? How? I think that's something that they lack to explain. And then onto Romy's plotline. At first I was confused. But not more confused at with Samuel. But at first I was like, does she like him? I was totally into the fact that she was into this submission thing. I knew it from the start. But then I was kind of confused with the purpose, because protagonists usually have like a purpose they're pursuing. like you have the protagonist in the start point, and then they have like a goal or like a purpose, and then the whole story is from the start to the goal. And I didn't actually knew what was Romy's goal in this, or maybe I'm just reading too much into that. And but yeah, I was kind of confused, and then at the end I understood that the how do you say this, the purpose, or like mm, like the learning from all of this is to, I think, it's to like accept to like make peace with what you like, and that you don't have to like search a route for it, because she was like trying to understand why was she like that. I don't know, maybe am I forgetting something? Oh, and the thing that got got this movie points is the cinematography and the photograph. I really liked the rape scene, because, and I was scared, and I was really scared, because I was like, oh my god, is this AI? Did they make this with AI? But I think they didn't. I think it was just like a play with the lights, like light and dark. But it was really cool. It was really cool. It had like this kind of effect where you, when you saw, when we had like the first AI images that were like kind of like paintings and scribbling around, something like that. And I really like that. I really enjoyed that, even though I was getting blindness from that, but it was really cool. uh and some scenes, I like the blue hues of everything. I like the hues. I like the like slightly green tint of some scenes. That was really cool. And with the art department, like the dresses, how do you say it, like the costume department, I really liked how, in a scene where, I think is where they are like in a room, and they are like getting into an agreement of what Samuel and Romy, what hold on, getting into an agreement of what they were actually going to do with their dynamic and how the dynamic worked. I really liked how she was wearing light pink and he was wearing light blue. I really like that. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just gender normed here, but I really like it. I thought it was like a. I personally thought that was like a detail, like a hint to like the baby girl situation, which I'm a little conflicted about it, but okay, I'm not gonna talk about that. And then this scene has like a continuation at the very end, where she's with Jacob, her husband, Antonio Banderas. Antonio Banderas, if you're watching this, I love you. I love your accent, and I'm sorry that the whole time I was thinking of the Puss in Boots, the Cat in the Hat. I was going to say the Cat in the Hat, but that's another man who I also love. But yeah, at the end, she has a scene with her husband, with where because they had like this whole plot of like, you don't get me, and I have these desires which you don't fulfill, and he's like, get out of the house, get out of the house, please. I really like that. At the end, he's wearing like blue trousers, and she's wearing like a pink baby doll. I really like that. Oh, and talking about baby dolls, uh, what I was going to say. Oh, the sex scenes. Honestly, I really thought there were going to be like a lot more of sex scenes. Like from the TikToks I was seeing when this movie came out, like in Christmas, where the girls were like standing up from their seats and they're like cleaning their seats and like, yeah, you know how, you know what, I really thought there were going to be more erotic, or maybe I'm just fucked up in the head, and maybe I am twisted and I don't get this type of sexual representation imagery. But I didn't thought it was like the most exciting. Like I was ready. Like I was like I was like I put the movie, like I put the movie and I'm like ready. I was like with this mentality of, okay, after this I'm touching myself, which I didn't do. Strangely enough, I really thought I was going to be like so turned on by this, but I wasn't. But maybe this is like a personal thing, I don't know. And I don't know if I'm, let's talk about this. I was going to say that I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking about this, but let's talk about this. Men joke about jerking off every single day. Why can't I make a commentary about me touching myself? Grow up. But yeah, overall, in Letterboxd, I gave it like 2.5 stars. Let me check. I don't do reviews on Letterboxd, and the whole time I was thinking like the what is it called? The Nicole Kidman meme where she's like, oh, Letterboxd. Yeah, I gave it 2.5. I gave it 2.5. I don't write reviews, but this is my review. And I'm seeing most of the people put like 3 stars, which, alright. Not a lot of people like this movie, so I don't feel that bad. I want to see the reviews from this. Where can I see the reviews? I'm new to this Letterboxd thing. I'm so sorry. I'm really rusty. Reviews. Thank you. It was right there. Oh, someone gave it like 2.5. There's just no way Antonio Banderas is that bad in bed. True. We come to this place for magic. Did he actually do any work during this internship? Like, that's what I'm saying. It kind of felt like when you write a story and you have like when you are writing a story and in your head you have like certain scenes or certain like chapters in your mind, and then you write those chapters, and then from those chapters you keep writing the whole story. It felt like only those scenes, like it didn't have anything else. I don't know, maybe it's my mind. Terrible news, the baby girl is not Harry Dickinson. God forbid women have hobbies. I've watched actual porn with more compelling plot lines. I kind of agree. Nothing better than 2 freaky bitches on the same frequency. Not a dry seat in the house. Good girl. Boom shakalaka. Yes, God. Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. The milk thing. I thought it was going to be more erotic. I'm so sorry. First Zac Efron, now Harry Dickinson. That means Nicole Kidman has already laid 2 brothers from the Iron Claw with 2 more to go. Now go on Jeremy Allen White next, honey. Woo! That would be nice. Every scene is him telling her to do the most random, not dangerous or exciting or ever taboo thing, then her sighing and slapping her forehead and I really wanted to do it, and then them not really doing it. I should not be leaving a film like this thinking I'm sexier than the characters. Bad. Go watch The Duke of Burgundy, Secretary, The Piano Teacher, Fatal Attraction, or Honesty, anything. The Land Before Time. Honestly, I'm watching Secretary next because I think this is like Baby girl, it's like a secretary wannabe. I'm so sorry I'm saying this. Oh, and father figure. I thought father figure was going to be in the credits. I'm so sorry. I love George. I will be your father figure. Put your hand in my hand. Going into this a top, living in a bottom. That's the transformation power of cinema, baby. Hey guys, were we watching the same fucking movie? And that's the end of this video because that summarizes everything. I'm so sorry. I'm yapping. Bye.